An elderly couple with disabilities have been without power at their North Charleston home for more than 8 days and say they're left in the dark with no food and few answers.
Joe Cadotte, he met with them in Thompson Circle where the power lines were torn from the side of their home, and he joins us now. Joe, tell us what happened.
Gina, Brian, Michelle Leal Norsworthy and her husband, an elderly couple living in their retirement dream home. They were at home when she says he heard a crash, and she says she was sleeping. What actually was happening, though, in that moment was a cement truck pulling the power line from their home, tearing off part of the side of the house and the roof, and leaving them in the dark, both figuratively and literally, they say, since July 20th. Michelle Leal Norsworthy and her husband Frank Foraker are retired in their dream home, in their dream state, living peacefully in North Charleston.
I love West Virginia, and I love the people in West Virginia.
A sentiment that hasn't changed, even though this cement truck pulled down the electrical line from their home, leaving them in the dark for days on days.
Because my electric line was very at the top of the pole and ran to the side of my house to a mast. And as you can see where the mast is still laying as it fell, and so it was all the way to the roof. See, they destroyed my roof too.
Michelle says she was sleeping when this happened, and workers with the company Paving Solutions out of Huntington knocked on her door, apologized, said it was an accident, and then said this.
You can fix it, on the side of my house?
Yeah, they'll put it back up there. If not, we'll come back out and we'll drill and set it back. No big deal.
Then they left, and Michelle says she got a call on the phone from the company and was told they'd fix it. However, she says when the company found out it would cost thousands of dollars to repair, she says they changed their mind.
The low line was not my husband's and my responsibility. The truck driver should have seen that line because he had 6 other people with him to help him see that line. They know coming up these West Virginia hollows and these roads like this, there's low lines. This is not their first experience with this. They were in a hurry to go home. They had finished the paving job and they were anxious to get out.
Initially, I just heard the crash and I looked around. I didn't see anything because it's on the side of the house between my window and my room and hers.
Michelle's husband, Frank Foraker, he's disabled. He has to live at a hotel because of his C-PAP machine helps keep him alive at night.
We have absolutely no way of cooking anything. All our food in our refrigerator has gone bad, and we're struggling with this.
I asked the couple how they're in such good spirits when they've been left in the dark.
Luckily, we're old, so we've been through a lot of stuff in our lives. We've learned and forgotten more than most people will ever know. You know what I'm saying? And we've gone through a lot of things in our lives, much worse than this. But the thing that makes this the most horrible is my husband's health.
I've reached out to Pavement Solutions and multiple utility companies to try and figure out who actually owns the line. None of them have gotten back to me at this time with any solid answers. Gina?